I'm Grace. Music's always been kind of a big part of my life because my mom's a pianist and my dad tries to play guitar and my sister's a French horn player. So between the four of us, we can start our little band. Back in fourth grade, when my teacher of 9 years, Mr. Murr, he came to St. Leo with all these instruments. My mom, since she was a piano player, I wanted to do something similar to what she did, but not the same. So that's why I stuck with like a keyboard instrument, but instead of using my fingers, you use mallets. I remember talking to professor the summer before my senior year, I believe, yeah. And one of the questions he asked me while I was still debating whether or not to even audition to college programs, he said, well, can you picture your life without the marimba? Can you picture your life without music? And my answer was no.
It's the creativity that a person brings to the music. The people have often said the real music is not the notes on the page, but it's between the notes on the page. Or it's the silence between the notes that creates the tension and relaxation and flow of the music. So it's the creativity in the mind of the individuals who perform it that really makes the music happen. And I love it when I hear somebody play a piece of mine in a way that I never thought of. And yet it makes perfect sense, and it makes beautiful music. And I go, wow, I never really thought my music would go like that, but it's beautiful. I really love it when that happens, because otherwise then people are just being like machines.
I got this question a lot, like, oh, how do you know, like, to speed up during this one section, or how do you know, like, phrasing wise? Honestly, I just listen to, like, the sound of the marimba, and I listen for the ringing, and once I hear the ringing stop, then I know to go on, like, to the next passage. It sounds kind of simple, but music and the marimba have really just taught me to listen more and be more in tune with my surroundings. When you're performing in front of people, it's this weird time-warped zone that you can't really describe.
I think music is already happening. It's already existing. And when we, as practitioners of music, play, we're just the loudspeakers that are plugging into this stuff that's already there. And I think that we see that too with a lot of the music that we're exposed to on a regular basis. We see common themes come up, after certain decades. We see common sounds and approaches to playing. Nothing really changes. It just looks a little different, and it's already there, just waiting to be pulled out of the atmosphere.
No matter like what language you speak, music is that one thing that unites everyone. You're combining all these different timbres, like a cello, marimba, voice, and it just works cohesively together. And I think the purpose of it is really to bring people together. Most of the music that was written down was originally church music because people believed back then, and maybe still now, that music is that one bridge between the earthly and the heavenly. Music definitely has a healing power, and it just kind of soothes the mind.
I'm aware of the responsibility of an artist that there could be somebody listening to me that might be their first engagement with a sound or that particular sound, and that could fundamentally change their life's course. And I'm also acutely aware of that power and responsibility of being a musician and being an artist, because I've been on the other end of that, where I've heard something and it changed my life, and that happens day to day, and I never know when that does happen. I don't need to know, but I'm also aware that it could happen.
Music is kind of just a medium through which people can express themselves. It's an art form. It's kind of where words leave off, music can say the rest. So I'm not a very particularly eloquent person, but like I feel like I can say a lot more through my music. So for that reason, music is meaningful to me, because it helps me kind of express myself and give my even subconscious like a voice, because there's some things that my music may portray that I wasn't even like aware of. One of my colleagues talks about music as a human right. You know, the same way in which we as humans should have access to clean, pure water, I think that humans should have access to music. I think that it has the power to elevate the human condition. It has the power to connect people in a very profound way, in a way that maybe spoken word can't. A colleague of mine talks about the senses and how visual stimulus is very pointed and very sharp, and you're looking here and you're looking here and you're looking here, where oral experiences are more open and allow things to come in from different ways, and I really think that is a profound experience that human beings should be able to have. The scariest thing is not being able to hear music anymore. Music enhances
the inherent joy of living.
I think it's important that we keep creating art because it's kind of what gives the spice to life. It's without art, there's really no meaning